them take. No more of our freedoms from us every day. They want to come into our homes and take our guns and faith away. Oh, they're insane. Oh, they keep pushing their lies on us every way. If you come for my family, then there's gonna be hell to pay. These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run.
Stop, drop, roll. Finger on the button, who's got control? Weaponize the news every time I scroll. Come from my guns, but I lock and load. Prime from my hands when I go cold. Pray to the Lord, but they want your soul. They gonna have problems if they come to my home. Till they get my message, I'ma say it slow. Scrolling through the news, anxiety, it starts to hit me. Bible by my pistol by my whiskey, politicking just to trick me. If you want it, come and get me. But if you sliding through that door, it's a Sammy. Fight for the stripes, but the blood's still dripping. To the grave, all waving and the flag still whipping. They want my liberty, they won't strip it. They want my land, they won't get it. My grandfather's blue collar's dirty and frayed, cause he keeps rolling in his grave for what they did to this place.
These colors don't run. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Hey, Darlene, Tracy, Teacup, good to see y'all. Party Bonza, good to see all of y'all. I'm glad y'all had a safe 4th of July and are here on time, like I stated. Darlene, get your pen out and ready to start writing the slackers' name down when they start coming in. Sorry, I've been outside. I've been cleaning up. Whew, so my allergies has been acting up. And then I went to another little family gathering on the other side of my family. They're special. I'll just put it like that. Yeah, that's a good word in case any of them's listening. They're special. But enough on that little gathering. But I will tell y'all this. I looked at Sky, Sky looked at me and said, let's go. So y'all can read between the lines on that one. My dad's side of the family is a lot cooler. They get us. They're like us. But my mom's side of the family is sort of. If any of y'all are listening, I'm sorry. But y'all are a stick in the mud. They did try, though, today, but it didn't work. Hey, Bitback, good to see you. Love you. But for my meme of the night, I've got, hmm, which one? This one. Which is very true. That's gotten me written all over it. Y'all know, just overlook me. 99.9% of y'all. I just say what pops in my mind. And I know everyone's heard about Texas. Please keep them in your prayers, pretty please. And especially the little children. I can't imagine what their family's going through. Because I have a child. Not knowing where Sky is, it would, I don't know what I'd do. And most of y'all would go crazy too because y'all love her like she's yours. So just keep all the families and everything that's been devastated by the floods. And pray for everyone that's in the line of the storms. I wish they would just stop messing and gumming with our weather. But that's another story. Um, I did I did get a little well, it's sort of a long clip of a miracle that happened in Texas. I'll let y'all listen to it. But I was like, yes, God's still in the midst of it all the disaster, and he's still he's still there.
And what are you seeing?
Henry, I am still in Center Point on the Guadalupe River across from Lions Park, and I have some amazing video that we're going to share with you as the evening progresses. But let me tell you what happened here early this morning. There's a tree way out there in the river that you can see, that a big branch, you can see it's got a wound in it. That is where a young woman was plucked from a tree who came all the way from the Hunt Ingram area. That's like 14 miles away. She went under bridges. She survived incredible odds. She said RVs were floating by her. When I was up here at the bridge a minute ago, somebody said, go get Carl's video because you won't believe it. This, y'all, is Carl. And everybody here has been telling me this incredible story. They talk all over each other. So I told them, y'all just tell the story because it's a story of heroism and a miracle, truly. Tell me, Carl.
True miracle. There's no other way to explain it.
You heard her screaming.
I did. We had gone away from the house for a little while because we were afraid the water was coming in our house. And I waited till it was stabilized, and I knew, so I waded back over. I came up on the deck, and she saw me, so she started to scream out loud. And I thought she was in the water going down the river, and I finally looked and was able to spot her in the tree. And so, I began to holler back to her, hey, I see you, we'll get you help. And I called 911, waited about 20 minutes, nobody showed up, and I got in my vehicle, drove down the road to where I knew there were going to be authorities, and I found a DPS agent, and he then videoed and or called in and sent some folks over here, but it still took a while. So we
And they
had
brought
a
a boat.
They did. We had a little bullhorn. We were hollering back and forth at her to let her know, hey, just hang on, because she was desperate. I mean, desperate.
And then you learned she came all the way from Hunt Ingram?
After they were able to pluck her out, we brought her into our house and gave her a shower, clothed her because it had stripped all of her clothing off, and gave her something to drink, gave her a nap, and then we had a long talk with her. We called her grandmother in Corpus because she's also missing. Her parents were with her at the time. And
sister and aunt and uncle as well.
Yeah.
Sister and uncle. So
Yeah.
they were at a campground and the water came up at, did you say 4 o'clock?
She told us that roughly 4 a.m. they started noticing the water coming up. Her mom and dad got in their car to try and go up the hill to get out of the water. The car was overtaken by the water and stalled out. They had to open the sunroof, climb through the sunroof, and then she said they were able to get on a tree. Her mom and her were clinging to each other. The dad was behind, holding on to them. Water would have been pushing at their back. She said it just kept overtaking them, and eventually they got swept away. She said the dad, they lost him immediately. Her and her mother were able to hang on to each other for a while. Then they got taken under in some sort of a rapid of some kind. They got separated. She said they were screaming back and forth, coming down the river for a period of time. Then she lost her mom. She said that she had clung to a handful of trees. They were small, would ended up getting pushed over and overtaken, and somehow she ended up here.
And so you
found the strength to climb in the tree,
And you said that she went into the water at 4, but you didn't see her until
8 o'clock, a little after 8 o'clock in the morning.
So her adventure was already 4 hours old when you saw her, and then it took a while for the boat to get there.
Exactly, and they're from Midland, so they have no idea about these things. It's it's a new experience for them. Said she came under a couple of bridges. One of them would have had to been on Sidney Baker, and she could see cars passing by. She was waving at them, and she couldn't get anybody's attention, and just continued down the river till she got to this spot. It's miracle. It's an absolute miracle. There's no way you survived that trip. I don't know how she did it. I really don't.
What was in your heart when she made it to dry land or wet land?
Oh my God, we all cheered. I mean, there were several people here, and we all just began to cheer and hoop and holler and carry on. We went down and greeted her and hugged her and got her blankets and towels and stuff, and just she could barely walk at that point. I mean, she was so exhausted and beat up. I mean, she was beat up pretty good. So,
but nothing broken as far as you know.
She had a fairly decent cut on the back of her head that she didn't even know about when the paramedics were checking her out until she took a shower. And she said she put shampoo in her hair and then it started to burn. And then that was when, she was just in so much shock that she didn't have a clue what was going on.
Y'all, there's a helicopter overhead. I don't know if you can hear it. So what that says to me is that the rescues and the recoveries and the action is still continuing. We're here in Center Point, and I'm trying to see that helicopter says Texas Department of Public Safety on it. So we've got the video back in the house. If you guys want to edit it, we're going to be with you. We'll share that.
But I think that's amazing. And there's many stories like that. Like Deb said about the lady floating on a mattress. She was rescued. So how's everyone been? Hmm? Hmm? Did y'all miss me? Yep, God did. Tracy. I've learned out of all these disasters going around, Never take your blessings for granted. Your home, your family, anything. Never take it for granted, 'cause you never know. Okay, Darlene, take care. Take care of the slacker. You got Ricky, you got Bitbite, you got Kim, and I think that's the only three that's didn't get here on time. I already told Darlene to be ready to start writing names down. So you're in trouble. Oh, come on, Tracy. Really? You gonna start that crap already? Bit by. Yeah, we know. Excuses, excuses. Love you, Teacup. See, Teacup came in and said that she was listening. Yeah, I know. I've got quite a few lurkers. Ah, that's all good. And then I know what Teacup's waiting for. Teacup's waiting for my reveal of last night. Well, y'all know I made shorts of last night, some of them, because some of the videos wasn't really appropriate because, we was just having fun. But one, the very last big firework, let me tell you what. I had to turn the camera off because um they was laughing at the situation. Joy and Danny, they was laughing. And I was like, you could have set my house on fire because we went up to my dad's because he has a bigger side of the yard. It's just hard to explain. But we went to the side of my dad's house to shoot the fireworks because in my backyard we had like the fire pit and the grill and everything and a couple of tents and all that. So we decided to take them up there where it was more open area and didn't have to worry about the kids running around and falling in the fire pit while we was shooting fireworks. So we went there and we walked there. And the very last one, Joy lit it, took off running, and I guess it was like a 2-pack double thingy. And when he lit them both, the first one went off good. And I was there holding the camera waiting to get the next one. Well, the next one shot off and shot down towards my house. And y'all will hear them say it went to your house, Tina, and laughing about the situation. You see. Yep.
Happy birthday to. Are we not singing? Double shot, people.
Where did the second one go? Dad, go.
Over there at your house. finally someone took out Tinga. I mean, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they're so sorry. Yeah, right. hmm I think that was a setup. They couldn't get me with the bottle rocket war, so they thought they would blow my house up. That's what it was because I was smooth. I got down and I crawled. Jamie and Danny told me because Joy's friends they was a lot bigger because they was in the Air Force, so they was more bigger. And I told Danny and Jamie, I said, "You think we can take these?" And they said, yeah, we'll give it a try." And Jamie said, "Too bad I didn't bring my car because if I had my car, I would have had my bulletproof vest in there and you could wear it because that's trying to figure out a way to keep them from coming after me because you know how men are. They think the girls are the weakest links and they come after you. So I didn't have my no ideas. So Danny said, just stay low, stay behind us, we'll protect you. So they couldn't, they got like 5 good shots at me, hit me in my buttock a couple times. But other than that, it went good. Hey Mavericks, good to see you. Welcome back. And then I ran into a tree, trying because it was dark and I was trying to hide. But other than that, I didn't get hurt, so it was all good, except for the fire work going off, which I think they done that just to be smart. And here's some of the other bigger ones that really didn't have no problem going off. They done good.
We do.
Exactly, go get them. No, there's not enough sky. You say there's not enough sky.
I can't see. I only see plus on your face. I hear.
She's behind the ladder.
Behind the ladder.
I'm close to the swim. They was talking about me hiding behind the ladder because I was getting in my safe spot because y'all told me to be safe. So I slid in between the ladder to be safe. And there at the end, y'all was heard him asking, "Where's Tina at?" And Danny says she's behind the ladder. So that's where I was hiding, trying to video. But it was fun. They all liked it after they got done picking on me. 4 minutes, pass it back. That's good, Tracy. That's why I put music to my fireworks because I didn't know how. I know some people has PTSD and all that, and dogs if they listen to the clips, it may bother them. But I did warn y'all that it was fireworks that I was getting ready to play. Um, Scott's dog, I don't know what it was. It was, they named it Sassy. It was the white dog, and I think you can see it in a couple of the shorts I done. But it was chasing Danny everywhere, and it would run up to where the fireworks was, and now I said, he's gonna take off with one here pretty soon. But he always got the ones that, the canister that was fired. He would get one of them and start chewing on it. I did, Teacup. I stayed safe and had a pretty good time. It just kind of bothered me that I couldn't play and like hug on the kids like I normally used to did. And I officially retired, so next year I will not be in the bottle rocket war games no more. I passed it along to Brennix, Joy's boy. I passed my torch over to him. He's 8. He's got it. I told him I was getting too old for that. And Joy says, "Well, I'm 48." And I said, "Well, we're getting up there, buddy." 1 minute. Pass it back. Three, two, one. Thank you very much. Thank each and every one of you. Anybody else have any funny stories? Mm-hmm. I told y'all no need to thank me. Well, I got one news clip, and it's very disgraceful. It irritates me when I seen it. Yeah, I think y'all because y'all don't have to be here, but y'all do. See, I'm gonna be here no matter what, but y'all don't have to be here. So there. That's why I thank y'all, Miss Kim. Don't make me get an attitude. I can get sassy when I need to. Oh Lord, I got sneeze. Not now. Okay. Here's the no way, Ricky. That's not right. Yesterday about killed me. I did not know I know I had a real country voice, but listening to myself on that pre-recorded, I was like, "Oh my God, I'm getting worse." No, I can't sound like that. I was like, "No way." Because I never watched the replays because I don't like hearing myself. So I never watched the replays. And then yesterday when I was in chat, I was like, "Oh, really? That's me." Yeah, Darlene, I know you understand. But here's that clip I was talking about. I didn't even know they was protesting in all the states yesterday. I didn't even know it. I mean, I wasn't even paying any attention, but supposedly they was supposed to be protesting in every state yesterday, burning flags and all that crap.
Disgraceful video, anti-American protesters burning the American flag on Independence Day.
That's right. And that unpatriotic display, part of the so-called Free America anti-Trump demonstrations that erupted across the country on July 4th.
Wesley Hunt is a congressman from the great state of Texas and an Army veteran who fought for the very freedoms we have today. He joins us now. Hey, good morning, brother. Happy Independence Day. A day later. We didn't have a chance to talk yesterday. You know, you ran my first book, Unbroken Bonds of Battle, and you lent your story to that book. And I learned things about you, like the fact that your sister was your instructor at West Point and that you went with your other sibling. And you talk about how your dad made sacrifices and your family made sacrifices so you all would have a chance at life. You know the American dream. You know what it means to be of service. How does it make you feel to see people burning flags on a day like yesterday?
Well, it's utterly disgusting, and what that flag represents is the American dream that I have had the honor of living. What that flag represents is that flag has been draped over caskets, thousands of caskets of brave men and women that didn't make it back home okay. It represents what a lot of people would call toxic masculinity back during World War II when brave men ran into a barrage of machine gun fire to rid the world of fascism. It represents every red-blooded American that loves this great nation. And I understand that you have the right to protest, you have the right to burn the flags, I guess. But what I would like to see is this. How about you protest by packing up your stuff and simply leaving the country? And what you would find out very quickly is that this is still the greatest nation in the world. And while we aren't perfect, please respect the flag that represents our union.
So I know you guys, you fight for that right to express yourself. But what is it like for people like you and for Joey? You're sitting overseas. You've devoted your life to defend the country, and you see images like this, and you know that this is what some people, a small minority of people back home are doing. What is that like for you when you're away from your family? You've agreed to literally surrender your life for this country.
Yeah, it's absolutely devastating. And when I think about even my fallen West Point classmates that did not make it home alive. And again, when I think about, this folded flag that's been handed to widows as they lower their loved one into the ground, that's what this flag represents to me. And I just want people to respect that. But also, Joey and I grew up and we're 80s babies, and we understood a time back in the day where, we had blockbuster movies and it was Tom Cruise. And now you saw Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick come out again, and you're seeing this resurgence of patriotism. And this is all on the back of President Trump. This is why he won the election. People want to feel good about their country again. They want to have a love of their great nation. What I saw at the White House with the fireworks display, and I saw the B-2 bomber fly over the White House when President Trump embracing Melania, that's exactly what this country needs.
Yeah.
And I think we have it back in President Trump.
Yeah.
So while I'm disappointed in what I see people behaving this way, I'm very happy about the future.
And not only that, Congressman, President Trump also met with those B-2 fighter pilots that conducted Operation Midnight Hammer. So what do you think that moment was like for those fighter pilots?
Those fighter pilots got to exhibit peace through strength of the likes that we have not seen in generations. They serve our country. They continue to serve our country, and I am so proud of them. And I'm also proud of President Trump that has committed to not putting boots on the ground unless it is absolutely necessary. So the fact that we were able to debilitate, to completely destroy, basically, Iran's ability to continue to move on with a nuclear weapon while not putting boots on the ground, and now no one's talking about it, and those brave pilots that flew that mission proudly were able to get a call from the president and sit down and talk to him and thank him. That's the America that I want to see. That is the America that I will continue to fight for.
Congressman, thank you for joining us. Of course, thank you for your service, and happy Independence Day weekend.
But that's just so disgraceful, disrespect. You see, they don't burn them around any patriots. Wonder why. I think they're a little scared. A little scared. But they'll get what's coming to them one day. Like that song says, everybody's going to talk to Jesus. I do every night, every day, every morning, all the time. Did y'all hear? Did y'all know about there was supposed to be protesters around? Because I didn't even hear that there was protesters around. Like my mom used to say, you always keep your heart right, 'cause you never know. Oh, okay, but I didn't even pay any attention. I guess sources not funding his protest good enough. Should I have said that? YouTube, I'm sorry. Oh, welcome back, Tracy. How's Chris and Terry doing? Darlene, how's Jeff doing? YouTube, I told you I was sorry. Can y'all hear me? Hey, Carrie, good to see you. No, Kim, I got kicked off. And I had to come back in. I've got to make up with YouTube. Good to see you, Carrie. I hope everything's good in the great state of Florida. Hey,
Hey,
Tracy.
hey, toddler.
Hey, Teddy's mom.
That's right. Where is Teddy?
I would call you a hellion.
Tracy's in trouble. Can you hear Terry?
Yeah, you're in trouble. What did you do?
I got a swelled up eye when I come in from work a while ago. She punched me in the eye.
Ah, Tracy. Darlene, write her name down. Put a million check marks by her name for hurting Terry. Terry's Terry's another one of my
Oh,
sidekicks.
Tina. You have to put
Hmm?
2 million marks by Terry's name because Tracy didn't do nothing.
Terry, did you tell a story?
No, he came home and his eyelids swollen. Told me he looks like somebody punched him in the eye.
Is it his allergies?
No, he's your allergies. No, it's something. He was out at the ranch today and something scratched his eye or his eyelid or bit him or something.
Oh,
But no, I didn't
oh,
do nothing. He only wanted me to come live so he could tell you that.
oh. Terry, don't
See?
be fibbing now. Because I was getting ready to get her.
Spousal abuse.
Tracy.
Tina,
Tracy,
I did it.
if
I
you're
did it, Tina.
sweeter,
I don't
if,
know what happened.
if
I didn't come home and Tracy had something back here. What? I said, no one. Where your eyelids swelled up. I didn't even know it until she told me.
oh, could be a mosquito. Mosquito could bite you.
But he was out there at the ranch where he works and came home like that. But I didn't do anything.
Oh, bit bite. You don't do nothing. Nothing. Yeah.
Hi, Carrie, and praying for
We,
Betty and her husband.
yeah. Prayers for Betty, my sweet friend.
They think she has the C word because you can't say it much on YouTube. And then her husband has health issues. The C word, not cancer. You know, the Dr. Liar, the one that
You want
pushed
me
all
to
the
say it?
vaccines.
You want me to say it? I'll say it. YouTube's
Yes.
already mad at me.
Oh, he already got it. He
Okay.
got it.
I'll say it.
All I had to do was say Dr. Liar.
Doctor. He ain't no darn doctor. He's about as much of a doctor as I'm a doctor.
Yeah, the 2020 plague. The
Yeah.
pandemic. Hey,
I'm going
the
I'm going to
pandemic.
open up I'm going to open up me a office and become a doctor since he can become a doctor.
Yeah, we could all become doctors.
Yeah, we'll be doctor.
Are you okay with me?
Doctor.
He told me, he asked me, he said, are you live? I said, no. I said, but I can be. He said, okay. So he could tell y'all that fib and try to get
He
me in
just he,
trouble.
he just missed us. He just missed us all. That's what it was. And then he seen I was drowning up here. So he said, Tracy, get your rump up there and help her. Help the toddler.
So did y'all have fun last
She,
night, Tina?
oh yeah. Surprised me I wasn't sore this morning. Because I ran right slap into a tree. Knocked me flat on my butt. I was like, Dang, I didn't remember that tree being there. Because I was doing like what Trump said, zigzag. To get away, you zigzag. So I was zigzagging and then ran right slap into that tree. I was like, really? Yeah, I should be fighting Maverick, but I don't think I don't think nobody would come to me. So I wouldn't get a lot of money because nobody would trust me with their health issues because I'm
Go.
an unhealthy eater and I don't obey the rules and the laws and all that. So I wouldn't get any. I wouldn't no. But I don't know, Dr. L. He wouldn't, to me, he wasn't no real doctor, and he was lying and unalive a bunch of people by his nonsense.
Oh, you big baby.
What'd you do? What'd you do, Tracy?
I didn't do nothing.
You called him a big baby. You had to do something. What did you do? Hmm? Hmm?
He said his
Talk
eyes
to
are
me.
water. He said his eyes are that's making his eyes water, and he's usually got dry eye where they don't water. And I told him he's a big baby.
Yeah, that's right, pretty buns. So I'll just keep my
Okay,
practice.
I'm sure they'll give him something.
Sky, she had fun. She done sparklers. She was safe.
Yeah, the dogs slept through. People must not have popped too many fireworks out here just last night. Because the dogs didn't go to barking and everything. And usually they do.
Ours didn't last that long. I think it was maybe 10:30. I can't remember what time we got done, but I believe it was like 10:30. And I looked at Danny and Joy and I said, "Really? You mean we drove all the way to Tennessee? Y'all spent y'all's money on this and came back for like 10 minutes? Really? Come on."
I didn't even watch them do the fireworks up in San Antonio last night.
Yeah, I've never liked going to like the CDs to watch them. We've always done them at the house with family. I think that to me that's a lot better than being with strangers and everything because you
Yeah.
know me, I got a mouth and if I see something, I'm gonna say something. So
And then
it's
a lot of it here in Texas is all that flooding and stuff with all the missing and everything. So,
yeah. I pray for all the families. I couldn't imagine my girl missing.
yeah.
It just makes you thank God and pray harder.
And then I was reading watching somebody live, and they were saying, well, why didn't Abbott do anything? Why didn't, how's he going to do anything when they didn't even know that all that rain was going to hit?
Yep, that's right. What do they call it? Something burst. I
What
can't
were they
remember.
calling it on the news?
Some
A
kind of
rain
burst.
bomb. They were calling it a rain bomb on our news yesterday.
Uh, I tell you, that's scary.
Yeah.
They need to they need to leave our weather alone. I would say what I said to one of my friends, but I best not because of YouTube. StreamYard don't give a crap, but it's YouTube.
Yeah, we got a few drops of rain, and that was it from all of that. And we were under a flood
Bitbot
watch
said
until 7.
Max forecasted that a day before.
But yeah,
they this wet for mm, mm, trying to think about how to go about say this. Ah, heck. YouTube, do what you want to with me. I don't give a crap. The way I see it, I'm just gonna say it. YouTube, I'm sorry. Strike me, do what you want to. But the way I see it is they've messed and put so much in our food and they hadn't gotten the result that they want. Yeah, I'll say it that way. They hadn't got the result that they want. So now they're messing with our weather and they're trying to get more results out of it. And
yeah,
enough's enough of this bull crap. Leave us alone. Like
especially the kids.
Sky's asthma just went crazy. I had to go this morning and get her an inhaler from Walgreens, and she hasn't used her Buterol inhaler in so long. She's been doing good, but she's been outside a whole lot more here lately. Leave our kids and us alone. Stop
Yep,
you crap.
yep,
Stop messing with what God's in control of our weather. Not you God, not y'all scientists, not y'all. No, God is.
yep. They need to leave everything alone.
Leave our food alone and leave our weather alone and leave us alone. And YouTube, you can do whatever you want to with that. So y'all better say what you want to say because I have a feeling this one's gonna be gone. But it's just getting ridiculous. Like
Yeah, they
last
will.
night, it was like every hour she was taking a puff of her inhaler, and she's never, since they put her on it, she's never had to use her inhaler like she's been for the past, I'd say, 2 weeks now.
Yeah, the people were. I'm sure that the people knew that that rain was coming, but they just didn't expect it to just stay right there where it was at and just keep raining
No,
and
that
not
it
move.
it stalled, didn't it, or went
Yeah,
very slow.
yep. It is
That's
kept
about like
raining.
with Helena. Helena slowed up and stalled out, and that's why the mountains got the shape they got.
Yeah,
It's because they're messing and gumming. Quit messing and gumming. I know, Ricky. I'm
yeah.
I'm a
They just
latecomer, like always. Like with our government, I was a latecomer. It took the convoy and the J6ers to wake me up, and then it took Helena to wake me up about the weather. So I'm always slow about catching on. I wish I wouldn't that way. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just, I wouldn't say complacent. I'm more,
and for
it's,
it to happen on the 4th,
mm-hmm,
that was just crazy.
it is. It Sooner or later, these people, these smart ones that's trying to fight against all this, sooner or later, they're gonna have the dots and connect every single one of them. They may have a couple that they hadn't connected yet, but when they get it all connected, I think I think we're gonna be in for something. I
Yeah.
think it's worse than what we expect or know. I think it's worse. My opinion. Could be wrong. Um, Maverick. I, it may be you because Tracy, you hear me. I hear you.
Yeah.
Chat hears us. I think. Ricky, do you hear us?
Darlene, do you hear us? Kim?
Yoo-hoo! Be about yes. Maverick, it may be you. Maybe you need to restart if you can hear us. I don't know if you can hear me. What about now? Can you hear me now?
What about now?
Now? Has anybody heard from Gator Girl?
She's been posting pictures.
Oh, I was going to. Kim, can you post Gator Girl's link in chat so Maverick, when I'm not on, he can go over there for the national anthem? He's cool, guys. But I don't. If you can hear us, I don't know if you can hear us. Okay, Kim. Whoa, look at Bitbite coming in hot. Bitbite's coming in hot tonight.
Bitbite got it.
Never mind, Kim.
And I didn't think there was anybody quicker than Kim.
I know, now Kim's coming in. I'm slow at it. On Storm's channel, uh, for people that didn't know, all the links and stuff I was posting, Kim was texting me and I was copying them and using them. So Kim's the one y'all was getting y'all's information from. Y'all didn't know that.
Bitbite said his name was Kim for a moment. Well, see, Kim taught me how to do the links and everything, and not to forget to hit the like button before I come into the chat. And then you taught me how to sneak into chat.
Yeah, I'm always a troublemaker. I give you bad habits. I'm the bad habit creator. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one bit by it. She would text them to me and information like the callers like I and I finally got where I could sort of recognize their voice, but Kim gave me all that. I mean, she just on top of it. She had everything, and she just sent it, text it to me, and I would just copy it. Cause I wouldn't even know where to start. But I did start getting like there near the end, like the news and stuff. She even got me where it was a word counter to let you know how many characters, because YouTube only allows you so many to
Oh
put
yeah.
in chat. And she even told me where to download one of those, and I used it whenever I done my little couple of news links. See, 200 letter characters all you can have. But that's for the ones that didn't know. It was all Kim.
Yep.
She was feeding me info. Even when she was sick and there was a caller and she was watching, because I don't believe she's ever missed a live stream of Troopers. But she'd be watching and she couldn't even hardly see. But uh, I would be having trouble with the caller because I didn't recognize her voice. And she would text me and say, "It's Jonathan," or it's Curtis, or who it was. And then I would go ahead and grab the link. She was on it.
Yep.
I was like, gummit, you even know their voice. As soon as they said the first word, she knew. I was like, I have to listen for a few minutes. I even told her back in the day. I told her, I said, you be the link poster, and Jay could be the channel posting. I'll just be the greeter. I'll say hey to everybody. I'll be the friendly greeter. Y'all do that because she was so good. He is Kim. Okay, Teacup. I watched his short today. I think it was this morning, or was it yesterday? I don't know. I'm getting all my days confused. Where he was at the pond or the lake, walking around it. I can't remember which one.
Dad Dep for Freedom was usually on pretty good at doing all that too, like Kim.
Yeah, I know. Kim would send some of the mods some things too on other channels. Kim was on it. I don't know how she done it. Shoot, I was lucky to log in. I'm just one of those types. Because I remember a couple people would say, "Oh, Tina's We're gonna have to tell Kim Tina's doing good. Ti- Tina's Tina's doing good like that, and I'm like, Kim's the one who's feeding me this. She knows. I'm like, I'm being so deceptive here. And then finally, and then I started where I would just tell everybody that Kim is giving me the information because it made me feel bad that they was thinking that I was like, no, I'm not doing this. It's all Kim. Kim's doing it.
Welcome back, T.
Welcome back, Teacup. Love ya. No, Kim. I'm nothing like you. I'm the I call it the greeter. I'm the friendly greeter. That's what I call it. You're the one who puts the work in it. How's Chris doing? Is he
He's
doing
doing
better?
good.
Good. Good, good, good. I kind of got a little headache, but Kim, that was my job. I was the Joker. I, I'm like the class clown. That's the way I roll. Unless you make me mad. Now, if you make me mad, I can switch up real fast. If you come at me sideways, I'm gonna come back at you straight, straight to the point. You better get stepping.
And then Kim tried to get you thrown out of the vehicle.
Yeah, and and I still say I was not even in chat at the moment. I was lurking, and I was like, and then I came in after I heard them saying that I was pulling Kim's hair, and then I started chatting, and then Storm, oh, his sweet mod, angel mod Kim could never tell a lie, you know. Mm-mm. She's always so truthful. She just instigated that argument, and he threatened to set me on the side of the road, throw me out the door over something that I did not do. I did not pull her hair. If I pulled her hair, I would have said it in chat. I would have admitted it because that time with Sherry when we was coming back from where was it we was coming back with Sherry, Kim? And and I got on top of the car. When that troll was in there and I was talking about soggy sandwiches and everything. Was it the Texas convoy she was coming back from to the corner? When I brought up the yacht, when we started talking about the yacht, I think it was the border. Take back the border. I think I think that was it. But then that's where the yacht came into the picture, and I was getting people on the yacht, and then this troll got into chat, and I said we can throw her off and give her some soggy sandwiches because we was fixing steaks on the yacht. We trolls don't get no steak; they just get a soggy sandwich. That's all they deserve. Because we was going to swing by and pick Jay up. Yeah, it was Texas because Ricky and Jay
Oh, uh-oh.
and Ricky said that he didn't want to ride in the yacht because we one of somebody was it. It wasn't me driving because I never drive. He said that he is going to rent him a boat or a jet ski that he wasn't going to ride with us.
Tina wouldn't say hi to you, Rick.
Ricky, let's not talk about it.
One good
I
one
told
thing.
you I told you I was sorry.
I got to meet Sherry when they were doing that, when they did the border convoy.
You did?
Yep, I got to meet Sherry
Oh,
and
that's
Kentucky and
good.
Glory B and Oreo and Joe and of course Big D.
Oh, that's good.
And Jay. I got to meet Jay too.
That's
when they
neat.
were when they were all in Dripping Springs. I got to go up. We drove up there to and meet and met them.
Let me see who all I've met. Hmm. Nobody. That's it. One day I'm gonna start with Darlene. Darlene better be getting ready. Her and Jeff was coming to see me. And Tracy, you're in Texas. It's hard to get you from Texas to North Carolina because I'm not going to Texas. It's too dang hot. So some way I have to get you and Terry from Texas to North Carolina. You go to where is it? Kentucky? Is that where y'all go sometimes? Y'all go sometime a different state because I hear you talk. He says that when you leave the state, you're a different person until you cross the border and then you get
Yeah,
back
we do
into
every once in a
Texas.
while. We do every once in a while. Talking about when we leave the state of Texas, I'm a different person, and when we come back to Texas, my Texas attitude comes back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get y'all to in North Carolina. Kim, I gotta get her to North Carolina. Darlene, I'm already working on. Won't be too long till she'll decide to because she's the closest. She ain't got that far to go. I was so close. I was so close to Darlene. She said if the boys threw me out of the truck, her and Jeff would come and pick me up on side of the road. So she has to be out. She has to be close. Oh, you did, Ricky? One day I'm going to run into Sherry. One day. I know you would have, darlings.
But Darlene was that close to you. How come she didn't come and get you out of the hospital?
Well, see, I was in Tennessee. I was at the border of Tennessee. So she was closer to me there.
Huh?
Because it took us close to 4 hours to get from where I live at to the border.
I was watching Glory B when they were coming through San Antonio, and I laughed at her because she was getting so nervous because everybody in San Antonio drives crazy.
Who?
Glory B.
Oh, Glory be.
I was watching her when they were coming through San Antonio, and she was so nervous because everybody in San Antonio drives crazy. If you're not keeping up with the speed of the traffic in San Antonio, then you're gonna get run over even if you're in the slow lane. And people will cut you off and everything else just to be doing it.
Who's Tennessee Kim? Was that before my time, before I came out and started talking Kim? Because y'all don't know, but I was lurking for her over a year before I came out and started talking. Kim grabbed me. If it wasn't for Kim, y'all wouldn't have this headache. Because I was lurking for about a year, I wouldn't really say nothing. And she
Well,
kept
and
on and on and on.
a lot of the chats, I would go in there and say hi and just kind of, you know, go off into doing something else and watching, but not chatting. My son even drove to, what was that? And joined the convoy because he got in either behind Glory B or in front of Glory B, driving to when they went to Dripping Springs, I think.
Oh, that's neat. Oh,
But
Kim. But for real, y'all, I would say hey to Storm, and that was it. I wasn't talking, chatting, and Kim noticed me just saying hey to him, and she just kept on and on till she finally got me going. Now she can't shut me up. That's the
oh,
price you pay.
if I get kicked off, I'm checking to see if I've got anything from my son.
Okay. Love you, Kim.
And now look, Kim, she's got her own channel and on every night, just about.
Yeah, but you think about it, Kim really. I mean, I know I knew some of y'all just by watching your chat. I mean, yeah, I was talking to G's and in Joe's chat on the convoy, but really get to know y'all. I didn't know y'all until the corner, which that means Kim was a big part of me having y'all as my family now. So,
She should be paying you, Kim.
well, Kim, I don't think my handful of people because I go with quality, not quantity. So I'm good. I don't want to be where I don't know each person. Does that make sense? Did that come out right? Like I don't see how in the world Storm is like he knew every single person that came into chat, and I'm like, wow. I can't even remember the 10 or 11 that comes in here every time I'm on. I'm like, really? I mean, I'm like, oh man, I'm slacking. Money and everything. They're rich in love. That's what I want. Love. Rich in love, friendship,
And look at all the
and
friends. Look
no,
at all the people that everybody's met through all of this, through the
I
convoy and
know
the
it's,
J6ers.
I know that's what I was saying. I mean, in the convoy, I seen a lot of you, but talk to, I really never did until we got to the corner and I started, till Kim pulled me in and I started talking more, getting to know y'all more. And it's like we all bonded.
Yep.
Now, if somebody goes missing, I send out my posse. I know which ones that's normally here, and then if I don't see you, the posse comes hunting you. And trust me, Ricky knows about every channel there is, and he will hunt y'all down. Darlene, you go to quite a bit of channels, Tracy.
Yep.
I'm not too much of a channel hopper. I used to, but I
I would
started
go.
running.
I would go in Trooper's chat and say hi, but he had so many. That chat went way too fast for me. So I'd go to Sherry or Glory B or somebody like that their chat was going slow when there wasn't so many people.
Yeah, I tried Rumble, but I got denied, Kim. You know, as soon as I tried to, a couple times I got a sentence out, but most of the time. Give me about 3 minutes and I was gone.
Yeah, Trooper's YouTube, his chat went way too fast for me.
Yeah, but he knew each and every one of he knew their name.
Yeah.
And then if they hadn't been there a while, he'll say, "Well, it's been a while since you've been here." I mean, he knew, and I'm like, "Dag, I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast."
And if I was in Rebecca's chat and somebody would ask him when Trooper would leave, and come back on, for his birthday or whatever. Well, when's Trooper gonna be back? I said, what was it? When is his birthday? September the 25th, because his is right before mine. And I tell him in September, right? Around the 25th, I think it was.
Yeah,
And
Darlene.
Rick and I have been together since the convoy because we all were in the G's chat on
Yeah,
Facebook.
I was there, like the Pringles. I remember the Pringles. See, though
that was
my
that was
name my
funny.
name was Faith Over Fear during the
Yeah, see,
convoy until YouTube
see, I
took it
was
from
right.
me.
On the 25th,
What?
Trooper's birthday,
Oh,
and mine's the 26th.
there's a bunch of September birthdays running around here. Kim's is, Jay's is, now Tracy's is, and Trooper, and I'll just be the lonely April, the April baby.
Terry's is in April.
His is.
Yeah, April the 17th.
Oh, mine's before that. Mine's at the beginning. Too bad I wasn't an April Fool's baby. That would that would be a good one. Oh, Carrie. He's watched us all grow up. He's a proud papa. Oh, Terry. Terry's in September.
What day, Carrie? Oh, the 6th.
Yep, Papa Carrie. He's he's put a lot of time and work in us. See, Sherry's is in September too. I don't know. September must have been a happening month. My dad's is in September. My other nephew's is in September.
I was my dad's birthday present. His birthday's the 24th, or is, was.
Well,
Oh, Gator Girls is in
I
September.
dang. September rain. Or that's November. September was a busy month back then.
Well,
Oh,
the
get
two
back to October. He's an oddball. He's with me. I'm April. He's October, so we're oddballs. Oh, Darlene's October. Bit by no. Darlene's got the same October. That means I'm the
Uh,
only April baby.
our two youngest boys were born 3 years and 2 weeks apart. One is January the 4th, and the youngest is January the 18th.
That's kind of like Sky and Dan. Well, they're years apart. Sky is December the 23rd, and Danny is January the 1st.
Yeah, everybody kept thinking I was going to have the middle one. I thought, well, you could have him on the 1st and be a New Year's baby. Nope.
Oh, Ricky had January 4th is his twins' birthdays. Dang. Could y'all imagine two skies? I'm glad I only had one. Woo! Mercy. Check me in somewhere. I need a 72 hour hold on that one.
Well, that picture I sent you fits. That one, I can't remember what it said though.
Tonight.
No, a few days ago about
Oh,
about your mini me.
oh yeah. Yeah, she, unfortunately, however, she marries when she gets many years older. It's gonna have their hands full. Cause she's gonna be one that's not gonna put up with crap.
Yeah.
So see, I'm already praying for her future husband to give him the strength and will. There's a rise. Because it's gonna take the Lord to give whoever the will. My first two children were supposed to be all I could have, but the Lord had different plans. 10 years later, I had two more. Amazing, darling. God was a miracle too. I wasn't supposed to have any. Oh no, Bitbot.
That's
See that,
awful.
Tracy?
Yeah, I see that.
Another one. That's these crazy people.
And
They
yeah, cameraman needs to stop.
it
It's getting ridiculous.
can my words be held against me?
Alvarado, where's that?
I think a bunch of this. I think a bunch of this bull crap. I see that well, Kim. Um, I'm gonna say it anyway. I think a bunch of this bull crap with these ambushing the firefighters and the police would stop if us patriots would stand up and say it's not happening on our watch, like we
Yep.
did at like they did at J6. They
Yep.
stood up and put a tried to put a stop to it. I think if enough of us would, if we see something, just no, not in front of me, not on my watch. Like around here, we pretty much take care of our own problems. You come around here messing, we're gonna take care of you.
Yep.
And even the sheriff's department knows we take care of our own. They know if they need anybody in our town, we've got them. We got a
Hello,
relationship
Priscilla.
with them. Hey Priscilla, good to see you.
But yes, we need to start handling things.
Because enough's enough of this. Our
Yep.
officers is there trying to protect us and walking into ambushes, and our fire department, like I said, we've only got like maybe 4 or 5 volunteer firefighters here, and they don't even get paid to do it. And they risk their lives to save ours and getting just not right. It's un-American. They need to be deported. I'm gonna write a note to Trump. I'm gonna say, Trump, all these people that don't support our military, our law enforcement, our first responders, anybody they don't support that loves America, I think they need to go on the deport list. Load them up, every single one of them, all the protesters. Load them up. Take them to Alligator Alcatraz. Teach them a lesson.
Yeah. Yep.
Lay them out there.
Well, it's like that
But
kid
I
that
did.
I still say he's a kid, 20 years old, and it come out that he wanted to be a firefighter when, or wanted to be a firefighter. Why would you ambush the firefighters if you wanted to be a firefighter? That's just not right.
Probably because he knew he didn't he wouldn't he wouldn't make it. His feelings probably got hurt because he wouldn't man it. Yeah, I'll say it, he wasn't man enough to be a
Yeah.
firefighter.
Yep.
Cause like with the military and the police and everything, you have to be a certain type of person.
Yep.
And he probably he knew he wasn't gonna make it. Cause he's a wuss.
Yep.
And didn't that guy's mother take out a restraining order or something against him? Didn't he try to hurt her or
Yeah, I
threaten
think
her?
I heard something like that.
Yeah, I did, but I don't know exactly. He doesn't. I don't know. He pulled something out on her, or he I can't remember. I read I read and hear so much, it's like it jumbles up in my mind.
Priscilla said he didn't pass the test.
Yeah, I figured that. That's that's another thing. All this passing kids along and all this um giving trophies out if you lose, and uh, it's making our kids not think right. It's like they're entitled. They think they deserve things that they don't. You have to work for it. And if he didn't pass the test, he should have studied and worked out and passed it on his own. Don't be doing foolish stuff like that. Oh, sorry, Bit Buck. it's but nothing's gonna change until we change it.
Yep.
Like we said on the corner, we the people has to be the people. Be
Yep.
the people. Until that changes, is gonna keep looping.
And we need to hold our Congress accountable for
Don't
what
get
they're
me on
not,
them.
for what they're doing and not doing.
They ain't doing a darn thing. I, s- I still say need to get rid of every darn one of them in Congress and in Senate. Just
Yep.
remove them and get normal people in there, half the number, and we would get more. There's too many of them, and they don't care nothing about us. It's all the special interest groups is all they care about, getting money in their pockets. They need to
Exactly.
just get rid of every single one of them and put just normal American people, and not as many.
Yep.
And I bet you we'd see changes. I bet you it would happen.
Yep. Yeah, it's like Ted Cruz. Yeah, when he was riding in the truck with the convoy and stuff. That was all just a photo op for him.
Yep. All talk, no action. And all
Yep.
these cockeyed meetings that they have.
Yep.
Stop talking about it and just do something to fix it. Like with this weather changing and all this other crap. Do something. You see, it's unaliving all these people. Do something. So let's talk about it.
Yep. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they have Priscilla.
As long
And
as
and like this New York mayor, if he gets in, it's gonna have a ripple effect all the way across the country. Like
yeah,
California.
that's
Everything
like
California does ends up coming around to us. That's the way New York is. And it's
yep,
going to affect us. And if we don't open up their eyes somehow, Lord help us. I pray every night that when I leave here, God has a better life than I did. And it is scary.
and
Back in the
California
day,
red.
yeah, back in the day, I used to play outside until the street light comes on. I knew I had to be in the house, but I would sneak out after my parents went to bed, but that's beside the point. But I knew
Yep,
when the street light come on to get inside. We left our doors unlocked. We left our windows up in the summertime, in the springtime. Not anymore.
Yep. Well, we leave
I
our
even got
doors
I
unlocked.
even got a deadbolt on my door. My uncle
Well,
put a deadbolt on my door 2 days ago.
people would have to
Now,
be
now what? It's
people would have to
crazy.
be people would have to be stupid to come in my yard because
I
they have to
ain't
come
never
through
had
the
a
dog.
deadbolt.
They'd have to come through the dogs to get to my house. Oh my goodness.
But it is like I said, and like my uncle said, we've got to take care of each other because that's all we got is each other.
Yep.
I know, Priscilla. That's the way it was here. But things change.
He still hadn't seen the doctor. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, Darlene. I just wish it would go back to the way it used to be. I have to. It's like your children can't play and be kids because someone has to be there watching them 24/7, making sure they're not in harm's way. It's just ridiculous.
Yep.
Back in the day when we was kids, we would walk miles to a store or miles to the park with no adults around. We would walk the road, and now you can't even let them go to the bathroom by themselves. Scared something will happen to them in the bathroom at a store.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was always scared when my boys got their license when they'd drive up to San Antonio and go to the mall or something because, you know, freaking idiots up there. Welcome back,
That
Kim.
that looks like a good movie, Bitbot. Good film. I mean, I just, I've thought about it, and yeah, don't say nothing smart, Kim. I do think sometimes. I've thought about this. I think most of it started. I mean, I know we've had changes my whole life, but most of this crap
What?
started when they took prayer out of
Yeah,
school
I
in
just
the
told
Pledge of
you.
Allegiance.
The
When they
doctor
took
hasn't seen
prayer
him
and
yet.
the Pledge of Allegiance out of school,
They just told me that.
it started going downhill. One atheist, one lady took prayer and the pledge out of school, and now we've got what we've got now.
Well, Texas is putting Abbott signed into law where every classroom has to have a display the Ten Commandments at all times.
Yep, that's right, Big Bot. You're too close. Back it up. I got a t-shirt. I got a t-shirt my nephew got me that says "Don't talk to me." Matter of fact, I'm wearing it now. It says "Don't talk to me."
Dave, I bet I could have that done because I know somebody that does T-shirts.
Y'all full of it. Now
my
watching
niece,
the mail, I'll get one. Y'all
my
full.
niece does.
Y'all
My
full of it.
niece does T-shirts. All I have to do is tell her what I want on it, and she can make it.
You are full of crapoly. then, then, then I'll say, well, Bitbot brought this up, Sky, and someone ordered it for you. And then the first time somebody stares at her to see what it says, she's gonna be mad at you, Bitbot. Ask him. Sky's touchy on things. It'll be your fault, and see, you will get in bad with Sky. Kim, screenshot that so I'll have proof that Bitbot mentioned it in chat. So if one comes to my house, I can blame it on him. Too late, Bitbot. You got that idea on the open web.
Oh, has anybody heard from Diane? I'll have to text her.
um, she was in wasn't last night, but the night before she was in our chat. Diane Kelly.
Yeah.
Because I know there's two Dianes and it gets me confused. And then because she
Oh,
said
that's
that she
right.
was she
That's
was
right. She
in
was in
Tennessee at
Florida.
the she was in when she was in chat she said she was at the hotel in Tennessee heading to Florida.
That's right. She said she was going to Florida.
I thought Gator Girl would be back by now. Because she just said she was gonna spend that one night. Has anyone talked to Gator Girl?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either. Kim, have you?
I thought she was going to be gone all weekend. I know she's been posting pictures.
Yeah, I know I said I'd cover tonight, but she said she would drop in. And I was just making sure she was all right. Because I know she's with family and I don't want to bother her. I'm bad about that. Like with Kim, I don't bother her. I feel like I'm bothering so I don't. Shoot, I don't even call my own dad. He has to call me. Because I feel like I'm bothering him. I know Kim, but you know how, you know. Well, Tracy, you about ready to call it?
Yeah, I'm getting
I
tired.
about ran out of things to talk about.
And I need to check on my kid.
Yep, you need to check on him, make sure he's all right. I've seen your text. I'll be praying.
Thank you.
I won't say anything, but I'll be praying. And then everybody remember all the families that's in Texas and anywhere that's had loss,
Yep.
storms, everything. The police officer in Texas too. We just got to trust and believe in God. He's in control. He has the last word. But we've got to keep our eyes open. If we see something, say something, do something. I don't know what the crap to do. Nothing. Well, I love y'all. Good night. Sweet
Good night,
dreams.
everybody.
God
Love
bless.
y'all.
Be safe. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Tracy, you got anything? Nope, she's gone. Okay, good night.
Every step I take, every stride I make, I look around, sometimes I feel alone. Think about this life I live, only so much time to give. I'm on the run into the unknown. The line I'm walking's a straight one, outsiders say it ain't fun. I'm not here to impress anyone. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Down since I left town, sorry for the letdown. Don't know the next time that I'll be around. When I ask myself why I do what I do, there's a couple reasons, yeah, I can count a few. To all the ones that are proud of me, to all the ones that doubted me, thanks for watching my dreams become reality. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. surface might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. This road I'm on.